We're not leaving our house. We're not leaving our house.
Young people in Scotland are facing a housing emergency.
They have the gall to come in and say, we're going to be charging you like 400 odd quid a month more for the privilege of living in a mouldy bloody flat, which is just insane.
Every 16 minutes, a household becomes homeless.
People are terrified of evictions right now.
I'm ready for this war. I'm not going to roll over and show my belly. I've never been like that, I'm Scottish.
Rents are being hiked.
The Scottish Government's cap on rents comes to an end.
My rent's gone up by 50%. Prices are rising, but that's not inflation, that's profit.
Massive element of panic.
For 2 years, a law has been in place limiting rent rises and banning evictions. It ended in April, and thousands are at risk of eviction.
We're in a housing emergency and a housing crisis.
We've actually got massive problems regarding the rental market.
What do young tenants have to do to keep a roof over their heads when landlords want them out?
It's my house. I just want it back.
I'm just not coping very well with the whole situation now.
So what happens now? What does it feel like to be evicted?
Sugars. I know, it's really bad. But listen, when you've got a toddler, you need all the energy you can get.
23-year-old Skye lives here in a 2-bedroom flat in the small town of Forres.
Oh, that's good. That's a good coffee.
She's a qualified beauty therapist and currently a full-time mum to 16-month-old Lucas.
I worry about speaking too much because I'm such a chatterbox. Me, like, I'll chat for fucking Scotland, honestly. Shit, sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear something.
They share a flat with her partner, bartender Luke, whom she met aged 20.
We fell in love the first day we met. Moved in after 2 months of knowing each other. Like, it was very quick, but we just knew, like, straight away that, like, we were meant to be. I made it abundantly clear to him I didn't want kids. And then 4 months later, I found out I was pregnant. He's just woke up from a nap, so say hello. I was 7 months pregnant when we moved into here.
And this flat was also love at first sight.
The case.
Even just seeing photos of this place, we knew we wanted it. We emailed the landlord the same day saying, we'll take it, like, we will take it today.
But 5 days ago, out of the blue, Skye's dream life in her dream home collapsed with a letter from her landlord.
Dear Luke and Skye, I am sorry, but I am giving you 3 months' notice to leave. I am delivering this by hand and will also send a copy by registered post. Regards. That's all it says. That's literally, I'm not even joking, that's all it says. So I don't know what the laws are or what my rights are or if I can stay here, if I'm allowed to. I don't know what I can do. Sorry, it's really awful. Because, like, I tried to be a good tenant and I've tried to have a good relationship with her, and the fact that she thinks it's okay to just chuck us out like this, like we're trash, it's just... It's really scary because obviously, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen or where we're going to end up.
This letter arrived just 5 days after the change in eviction law on April the 1st, which made it easier for landlords to evict their tenants.
This is not what I want for my son. I wanted my son to have a home that he could grow up in and have memories in, and now I don't know how many times we're going to have to move or if or when we're ever going to feel like somewhere's home, and that's scary, and it makes me feel like I've failed him as a mum.
In Edinburgh, where rents are already the highest in Scotland, CJ has had a nasty shock.
So our rent rise was 52%. It's currently 1,100 a month, and they're trying to propose a rent of £1,675 a month. So that's an increase of £575 a month, which is insane. That's way too much. I wonder what's going on with all the shoes in the tree. I've not seen this before. Well, you see all sorts.
CJ is 25, grew up in rural Aberdeenshire, moved to Edinburgh to study, and now works in the capital's thriving tech sector.
From the middle of nowhere, so it's nice being in the city. Since coming to Edinburgh, I've made lots of new friends, sort of lots of new sports, just sort of really come out of my shell a bit.
Today he's playing paddle tennis with his pals, who have a lot to say about his rent hike drama.
So how's your flat anyway?
We got a 52% rent increase.
You're joking, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm a landlord myself, and I don't put my rent up at all unless somebody changes. Nobody's changed for 3 years, so
yeah,
they're on the same amount. Absolutely outrageous. I don't know how they can get away with that.
Yeah, no, unaffordable. That's what it is.
CJ's block, Elfin Square, has 163 units and is run by a management company. So he's taking advice on what the tenants here can do as a group.
So, are you able to afford to pay your rent there?
I think we'd be moving out. We're not paying that much. That's ridiculous.
So, I mean, I take it you're challenging it?
Yeah, I spent the last day of my holidays at the Citizens Advice Bureau asking what the heck I can do about it. I will not take that lying down.
No. So would you go back to your hometown?
Nah, but I've got a good job here in Edinburgh, so I don't want to go back.
No paddle courts?
Exactly, no paddle courts, sports, no friends. Rest of my life's in Edinburgh, so. I was absolutely fuming when I got that. However, 5 days later, we got a letter saying that the rent rise had been cancelled.
CJ's rent rise was sent out before the law changed, so his management company then cancelled it. But they've warned him that a new increase is soon on its way.
So I know another rent rise is coming, and that's ominous, but they won't talk to me. So it's like, what do I do now? They left it looming over us for another few months. That had me raging. I was not happy.
In the heart of whiskey country, there's an influencer on a mission.
It's Alana here, aka Glittery Guts. So I'm away to go swimming for the very first time with my stoma.
29-year-old Alana has Crohn's and posts about her experiences on her socials.
Packing my stoma supplies for going out in the heat. That is me already super quick. Bye! So I mostly just post about daily life as, like being disabled.
And she does it all from this 2-bedroom rental property.
So this is their kids' room, kind of a bit, everything's everywhere. And then I also have an area in here, so we're not blessed with sunshine every day.
Which she shares with her partner Jamie and Biggie, the dog. It became their family home with the surprise arrival 18 months ago of their first child.
This is a little keepsake box. I was told I couldn't have children, so when they said that I was pregnant, I was like, no, I don't think so. I think for myself it was easier to stay in denial because if something went wrong, I was kind of expecting it to happen. It wasn't actually until we had our first cuddle together that I was like, oh, I've actually got a baby now.
Alana's landlady is retiring this year, losing her work accommodation, and needs to move back into this house, or she will be homeless.
It was never going to be our forever home, and, we had to find somewhere else.
The couple live on Jamie's wage and some benefits, so money is tight and houses in short supply in this semi-rural part of Scotland.
The whole time that we've lived here, we've only seen 2 properties up for rent in Dufton. The more expensive places like are probably more decent, and then you get ones that are really affordable, like this first floor flat, and you think, yeah.
Alana and Jamie currently pay £450 a month in rent and can't find anywhere at that price.
The cheapest we found was about £750 a month. Right, what do you want to watch? The cars?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's struggling to find a new flat, but the change in the eviction law means it's a much simpler and quicker process for her landlady to evict them. And it couldn't have come at a worse time. Alana is having another baby.
So today is my baby shower. I'm feeling so excited just to see everyone and enjoy the rest of this. I haven't got long left.
Alana is weeks away from her due date, but only days away from possible eviction.
It just feels really scary, not knowing where I'm going to be or what's going to happen. We've been told to prepare for the baby here in our house that we're being evicted from. Yeah, it just makes me really anxious.
In Edinburgh, 27-year-old Connor lives and works here in his one-bedroom flat in Elphin Square, the same block as CJ.
I have on occasion just rolled out of bed straight to work, but I prefer to be more awake and showered and fed before I work if I can help it.
Connor was born and raised here in Edinburgh.
There used to be a council office back in the day. Funnily enough, my granddad used to work in here as a security guard. And I now live here, which I find very funny, as does he. He thinks it's hilarious.
He studied 50 miles away in Glasgow, but returned home as soon as he could.
I do love Edinburgh as a city. It brings back a lot of childhood memories. Gorgie Farm, just down the road, was a common place for me and my family to visit when we were kids. I mean, that's something I've been really thankful for the last, kind of 6 odd years I've been back in Edinburgh, is being able to have that time with my siblings especially.
But the end of the rent cap looks set to change all that for Connor.
These rent increases, they're for huge amounts. Their proposed rental increase for me back in January was from $850 up to $1,200 a month, despite the fact my flat is quite literally falling apart, which I'd argue is reason to not increase the rent on me, but they feel differently. Looking at one-bed flats, it does seem these ones here in this building are more expensive than the majority I'm seeing elsewhere on streets nearby.
He's been racing to save a deposit to buy property, in case a new rent rise means he won't be able to afford to put any money aside.
You get a degree, you get a decent paying job, you save consistently, you live within your means. It's like, even then, the money you have now is nowhere near the same sort of buying power as it would have been, even 5 years ago. I save as much as I can every month to try and get myself in position to be able to buy a property.
Like CJ, Connor's rent rise was reversed because it was issued in January, 3 months before the rent cap was lifted.
They must be making money off of these flats. They just want to make more money.
Now Connor and the tenants of Elphin Square are waiting to hear what their new rent rise will be.
I'm Sinead, I'm the city organiser for the event.
So the tenants in the block are getting organised to fight their rent and protect their rights.
They're after money from us at the end of the day. That's all they're really after here, and they want as much as they can. And us organising threatens that money. I think they must be scared.
Scared or not, many landlords were unhappy with the rent cap and pause in evictions that the Scottish Government brought in at the height of the cost of living crisis in 2022.
So the rent cap and eviction ban made it very, very difficult for us landlords, because if a tenant decided not to pay the rent, we couldn't do anything about it. We couldn't evict them. And with the rent cap, we could only put our rents up by 3%, which was a fraction of the amount that our mortgages had gone up because of the increase in mortgage rates due to the inflation effect.
10 miles outside of Glasgow, landlord David is doing his rounds.
This used to be an old factory way back in the day, and then it was converted into 2-bed and upper 2, 3 and 4-bed properties.
He's survived because he has a well-established business that he started in the 90s and now owns more than 40 properties.
I actually bought one as a 2-bed and converted it to 4. I'm actually hoping to buy another one in here. From a tenant's point of view, rents are going through the roof. And that's because of the government restrictions that were introduced that meant a lot of landlords weren't making the returns they need to make it a sustainable business. So I have written to all of my tenants to make them aware that the rents have gone up by 12% on all of my properties. And this isn't even getting us back to the level of profit we had prior to COVID and the new legislation. So we're still worse off. Nobody likes to be worse off than they were last year.
This is your bedroom.
In Forres, Skye and family are sharing their home with some unwelcome guests.
My son doesn't actually sleep in here at the moment. There's mould actually on his cot. And I thought, that's not right. Like, how the hell that got in there? And then that's when I realised that there's actually mould on his bedroom window, which no matter how many times I clean, it constantly comes back within like a week. It's not safe for him to sleep in this room. This is our bathroom. It's tiny, so I have to squeeze in. This is our leak. We've had it for about a month now. If I move this, let's put that there for a second, and if I lift up the floor here, if you can see that is all mould from the leak.
The master bedroom's not much better.
This is a brand new bed that we only bought 2 months ago because our old bed was covered in mould from the walls. Down in this corner here, you can see it's all spread in. So it's literally over every single wall. I at first contacted my landlord about it. She came out to see it and suggested that we paint over it because it had been there for a while, and she admitted to me that they actually did just wallpaper over it to like kind of hide it. So I contacted Environmental Health.
Environmental Health checked the property and agreed repairs needed to be done. They advised Skye to take the matter to tribunal, who could then get a court order to put pressure on the landlord to do the repairs.
Maybe 2 weeks after that, I received a letter from my landlord stating that she was evicting me.
And Skye has a theory that these two events are linked.
I personally think it's revenge eviction because it happened so quickly after I had to report her. I think she's just like, well, I'm not going to do repairs, I'd rather just get you out.
The landlord sent the eviction notice just 5 days after the eviction law changed.
I think she knew that if she'd done it before then, I'd have more rights and she wouldn't have been able to do it really. So I think, yeah, I've said that since day one. I think she's definitely waited until the ban's lifted.
And with properties in short supply, Skye needs to hang on to this one, mould and all.
I'm not going to roll over and show my belly. I've never been like that, I'm Scottish.
On Speyside, Alana is searching for a new home to rent.
Yeah, it's just too expensive, or just don't allow pets, or they've got stairs. So I have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which means that my joints dislocate really easily. So they either fully dislocate or they what's called sublux. Careful, please. And it normally happens when I'm either going up or down the stairs, because obviously there's too much pressure put on the joint. So it really, you know, like forces it to happen. See, I always wanted to be a nurse and then go into bowel care. Managing my chronic illnesses and being pregnant's really fucking hard. trying to get housework done, looking after a toddler, trying to take care of myself. It's such a difficult juggle.
Alana can't work, so money is tight. Her baby's due in 4 weeks, and it's days until their potential eviction. But she thinks she might just have found a new flat in the nick of time.
It has a shower over bath, it's ground floor, it has 2 bedrooms, it has an enclosed garden with a shed. It's got a beautiful kitchen, laminate flooring, it's very spacious.
If they can afford it.
It's a little bit over budget, but I'm sure like if we really, really worked at it each month that we could possibly afford it.
Alana hasn't even seen this property, so today they're doing a drive-by viewing.
There's so much for the kids to do here. There's like loads of nurseries. There's like more childcare options as well. And I've just recently found out that there's like loads of mum groups and stuff on like every single week, which would be ideal for me. And then we've also got our tattooist here as well. So I think it's the middle one up here. So is it like a flat then?
I think it's a downstairs one.
This is their last suitable and available private rental, but it's £200 a month more than they currently pay. They just can't afford it.
Not worth £650.
No.
And like the deposit as well is £1,300. And that is a lot.
Out of my price range.
Yeah. No.
It's a no.
It's a no. Just a shame about the house. I think it's very much looking like we're going to have to just rely on the council and hope that something comes up. Right now, I think the private search is just going to have to be put on hold.
Paisley, landlord David is off to investigate an issue with one of his properties.
Basically, the situation with that particular property is we have somebody living in that property that I've never agreed.
David's original tenant died, and he thinks her son is now living in the flat.
He's been living there now and not paying rent since May of last year.
He has to give notice if he wants to visit the property, so today he can only watch and wait.
I'm just going to go down to check and see if I can find out who actually is living there, because they're no longer communicating with me and haven't for the past 3 or 4 weeks. So that might be the son. That could well be them.
Now David has seen it's the son of his previous tenant entering the flat, he can take action to evict him.
So the frustration thing with this property is it would appear that a son is living in here. He's not got the approval or authority from me to live in there. He's living there rent-free, and I just think it's so unfair that the hoops I've got to jump through to get my property back. He's not signed a lease. I've not approved him to live there.
Armed with this new information, David will now start proceedings to get access to his flat.
It's my house. I just want it back. And I'm the bad guy who's got to jump through hoops to make sure we get it back proper. What? The system's broken. It's just ridiculous that should be allowed to happen. I have instructed sheriff officers to deliver a notice to quit, notice to leave, and that was served today. And I think it's 29 days notice from the date it's served by a sheriff officer.
And it's sheriff officers like Roddy who are serving the new flood of eviction notices after the end of the rent cap.
The landlord contacted me just a few days ago and asked me if I would serve the necessary documents for proceeding with the ejection. There are 2 documents. One is the charge for removing, and the second document is a form which specifies the date and time on which an ejection will be carried out. And The respondent is told by this notice, you therefore have to leave then or before that time.
Our responsibility is to the law.
This now means the tenant must leave the property and cannot re-enter it.
Babe, you need to turn the toilet on. I should never have to say that sentence.
Today, Skye's got an appointment with an advisor to discuss her eviction.
I'm freaking out because I don't know what they're going to say.
And this isn't just about the law. For Skye, this is personal.
It affects me massively because I was homeless as a child and we had to live in a hotel for 4 months. So I know how it feels like, you know, to be a child and be in that situation and watch my mum in that situation. We went from temporary accommodation to temporary accommodation. I was getting moved primary school every other month. Like, I don't want that for him. I refuse to have that for him. Absolutely not.
Her landlord's letter has given Skye 3 months to leave her home.
Oh, I should take that letter, actually. This is the letter I had to send the landlord regarding the repairs. And I know she got this because I had to send it by recorded delivery, so she had to sign it when she received it. So I've got all the proof, like, I'm ready for this war. I think we're good to go. We're not leaving our house. We're not leaving our house. We're not leaving our house.
Go home today, please.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you. Is it to test Daddy? Luke's away to work now. He's working in a bar, so he'll be working until 5 o'clock tonight. Bye.
Bye.
So unfortunately, he can't come with me today. So it's just me and Lucas fighting this battle for us. I'm glad I've got him to hold my hand. He's the best support. You are. I actually feel sick. We'll get this done. Yeah.
Skye is asking her advisor if her landlady is going about this the right way.
She said that my notice isn't valid because the reason she was wanting to evict me isn't one of the 18 grounds.
She's been advised that the eviction notice didn't give a legitimate reason why she should leave, so it can't be enforced.
I feel like I have won massively today. Like, I feel like there's been a massive, massive weight lifted off my shoulders. Like, I felt before today and before that meeting, I genuinely felt like there was someone standing on my chest and I couldn't breathe and I couldn't eat. And now I feel light on my feet again. It's nice. It's a nice feeling to actually have a smile and it be a genuine smile because I know I'm going to be safe and I know I'm going to win. I don't have a doubt I'm going to win this battle. Like, there's no hesitation in my mind that this fight is mine.
Back home and armed with the facts, Skye can now answer her landlady's letter.
I don't want to be too polite to her because I don't think she deserves that, but I also don't want to be too harsh. So it causes arguments, so it's just trying to decide what to say and how to say it. I've had some advice and the eviction notice you have given me is not valid. Regards, Luke and Skye. That's the email sent. I'd love to be a fly on her wall when she receives that.
Alana's lease is up and her landlady is moving back into this house.
This is like the 4th time I've phoned now, and I keep being told that I'll get a call back, and then I never get a call back.
But Alana and her family have nowhere to go. Unable to find a private rental, her only hope now is the council. And she's on hold.
And the thing is, once they pick up, I don't even get through to a housing officer. It's just like a receptionist who's like, oh, I'll put like your case thing through, and then it's passed on to a housing officer, and then I've got to wait for them to phone me back.
And the one thing Alana doesn't have to spare is time.
The baby's coming and I'm really struggling with pain and I'm not managing with the stairs very much at all. So it's a bit of a struggle now.
Her baby is due in 2 weeks, and eviction is close.
We're waiting on homelessness to happen, so we're secure here for maybe up to a month, but again, that's not guaranteed. It's just uncertainty and anxiety of that happening. Like, my biggest worry for me is I'm not fully recovered from my C-section and I get a date and I have to be out and I'm still not fully recovered. Thank you. Thank you. Let's try and just get fucking shoes on.
For now, Alana's off to the hospital for a scan.
Have you got tissue I can put round the stoma bag as well, please? Because it's a fresh bag and it's absolutely killing to change it just now.
Yeah, will that be enough?
Yeah, that's grand. Thank you very much.
Right. Let's have a look, see where baby is. So head first, that's good.
My hips have just been terrible.
Little head's just not being measured today, but that's fine.
Can you say thank you? Ta-ta!
Alana is bringing her new baby into an uncertain world. She has to leave her home to make way for her landlady. But she must declare herself and her family homeless in order to climb the council housing queue.
I think the whole situation on having to be homeless before you get any help is just fucked. And it just seems like there's very little help and support housing-wise before that situation happens. It almost feels like it has to be left to the worst-case scenario before you'll get any help. It's just draining. I'm just tired of it all.
You're going to be some sort of city planner / architect building dream suburbia. And you're going to discover just how hard that is.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
CJ was hit with a £575 a month rent increase in January. But it was reversed because it was sent before the law changed.
Does anyone actually use the biz?
No.
Nope.
Since then, he's been negotiating hard with the flat's management company and is waiting to see if they will accept his latest offer.
I figured they probably want 12%. We really want 6%, 9% somewhere in the middle. 9% is roughly £100, so £100, so we went with that. But the meeting wasn't even directly with my landlord, it was with a landlord's agent, so all they could do was say, okay, we'll take your offer and go back to the landlord and get back to you.
So there's a lot of hoops.
A lot of hoops.
Yeah.
The final hoop of which, they actually phoned me when I was up a mountain in Turkey and didn't really accept that this is a bad time to speak.
CJ's offer was refused.
So we put it to the adjudicator.
The adjudicator, also known as Rent Service Scotland, is a government body who decide if landlords' rent increases are fair and in line with rents in the open market.
It's the sort of thing, if nobody is going to actually stand up and try and fight for the rights that you do have as a tenant, then landlords will keep just trying it and getting away with it. So yeah, it's...
Rights? What rights?
Yeah, I hope not many people have to go through all of that. But clearly it's possible to fight back, and we all should.
So for now, CJ can only wait and see what the adjudicator will decide his new rent should be, and if this means he can afford to stay in his flat.
Yesterday morning, about 11 o'clock, my landlord showed up to my door unannounced.
In Forres, Skye has had a very direct response from her landlady.
She questioned me about me emailing her saying that the eviction notice I sent her wasn't valid. It was very heated, very, very angry, very heated. It wasn't necessary, I don't think. I think that was a conversation that could have easily been had over email.
Shortly after the landlady left, Skye did receive an email.
It is a proper, legit notice to leave this time, not just 2 sentences. She wrote, the Scottish Government has made letting unattractive for landlords I wish to sell.
But her battle is far from over.
Obviously, it's still scary that there's like the whole unknown part of it. But with how much drama has like occurred, I'm a bit fed up now and I just want out.
This is the one, yeah?
Yeah.
In Paisley, landlord David's tenant has been rehomed by the council, so he can finally enter his property. But he has no idea the condition it's been left in.
Door's open. Hello? Hello? Jesus. Really? I've never seen so much rubbish in the one place. I don't even know how to describe that. It's just everything. Food, crockery, cutlery, furniture, bin bags, clothes, paint. Disgraceful. Jesus Christ. I don't understand why people live like this, actually. It's a shame. I think that they've been living here up until very recently, because there's evidence of food that seems quite fresh. There's still vapes lying about. How bad is this? Couldn't get any worse, could it?
I'm not touching that. Still alive, or? After seeing this, it could be anything in this house.
Once cleaned up, it's Robert who will be doing the work to repair the flat, ready to put it back on the rental market. And it's David who will be paying for it.
Oh, so we're looking at new door, new kitchen, new bathroom. I reckon we're looking at easily 20 grand. We don't want anybody back in the property. We've now got it. We're going to secure it so that we can start the whole renovation process. And then I'll probably just sell it, to be honest. It's getting too difficult in the private rented sector. Governments are getting too involved. They're putting in too many controls. The margins are getting squeezed to the extent that it's getting to the point that it's not worth it. Genuinely, it's not worth it. Cool. Job's done. I'm quite happy to get out of here now.
So today's meant to be the day that we're meant to be leaving the property, as per the notice that our landlady has given. I'm due my C-section in over 2 weeks. I'm just feeling so overwhelmed with everything today. And I'm just not coping very well with the whole situation now.
On Speyside, Alana's been chasing the council daily. But right now, she needs to prepare for her newborn.
Hi!
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Do you want to sit here?
Yeah, thanks.
And too broke to buy any new stuff, she's come here to the baby bank.
How are you getting on with the housing situation?
Not great. I literally spent the whole morning crying today. Like, it's just so stressful.
That's the last thing you need when you're pregnant.
Literally.
Because you're supposed to be nesting,
It's
enjoying
meant to
your
be like
pregnancy.
like your last 2 weeks for being excited and preparing for the baby, but it's like, after today I don't feel like of course I'm excited to have a baby, but at the same time I'm not excited because I can't guarantee a roof over my kid's head.
With no suitable private properties available or affordable, Alana will become homeless.
Obviously I didn't choose stuff for you because I thought you'd want to go through the boxes
Yeah,
yourself.
thank you.
So this is the 3 to 4 clothes.
Perfect. It'll be the council. Hello. Okay, thank you so much. Right, take care, bye. So now what I've been advised is to make a homeless application today. think it's one step in the right direction, but at the same time, it feels like it's not because, again, I don't know what's going to happen. So it could be that it works in my favour, it could be that it doesn't.
Alana has so far resisted applying for homeless support because she fears the accommodation offered won't be suitable.
A lot of people I know who have done that have then had to go into temporary accommodation, because I was just thinking, I don't want to fixate too much on you having to live into, but moving when you've got a tiny baby is going to be horrific.
Yeah, I'm dreading it. I'm done in, but I'm just so exhausted.
Have you got everything you need?
Yes, thank you very, very much.
Do you want me to help you out to the car?
Yes, please.
Perfect.
In Edinburgh, Connor has finally decided to end the pressure and uncertainty of the post-ban rental market. He's chosen to move the 50 miles to Glasgow, where house prices are much lower than in Edinburgh.
So I bought this for £163,000 and the home report value was £160,000. My mortgage going forward will be, I think it's about £760 a month. Currently, I pay £850 a month in rent. So I'm already paying about £100 less on my mortgage than I am on rent. This is also a bigger flat than my current flat. Like, yeah, no, it's such a good deal owning a place as opposed to renting a place. It's just absurd.
Connor has this option, but it does mean moving a long way from his friends and family and the city of his birth.
I think I'll definitely miss hosting folk here, you know, because before it starts falling apart, it was quite a nice place to host, you know. I'd have my family around for Christmases here, and so you got to look forward to those future opportunities.
How fucking bad is that? Nah, I'm gonna phone the council again, because that's a joke.
In Forres, Skye's at war.
There's literally a puddle under my bathroom floor.
With her house.
Prisoners live in better conditions than I do.
And her landlady.
I'm fucking livid. I emailed my landlady last night, basically asking her when she's planning on getting this toilet leak fixed. And I received an email from her this morning saying, oh, the plumber told me that it was due to, hello, the plumber that you had said it was due to your 1-year-old child pulling down the shower curtain. We've never had a shower curtain. So the fact she's trying to blame this shit on my 1-year-old is fucking disgusting.
She has had a second eviction notice and is on the council waiting list, but the uncertainty is taking its toll.
Oh, I've been feeling awful. I've been probably the worst I've ever been with my mental health, and it's causing a massive issue in our relationship. We're not spending any time with each other. We're just constantly arguing and falling out. It's just because we're so stressed. I genuinely can't remember the last time me and Luke spent more than 10 minutes together.
Skye has a meeting with Citizens Advice. She wants an update on her eviction, as the council can't rehouse tenants until they have a valid eviction notice.
Right, so the notice to leave,
yeah,
it's not been completed
correctly,
so it should have been 84 days notice and you've got slightly over that.
Yeah.
Now the tribunal might accept it or they might not accept it because she's given longer. So it doesn't actually comply with the regulations.
I could actually break down in tears. I'm so annoyed. That was not what I wanted.
The wrong dates on this form could threaten Skye's place on the council waiting list.
I thought I was going to go there and she was going to be like, yep, your eviction notice is valid, you'll get out of there, but it's not. I just want some good news. Like, this whole year has been nothing but crap news. Just for once, I want something to be on my side. I need a cuddle. The eviction notice isn't valid.
It's still not valid?
No.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's, It was literally so stupid. She's only given us like 4 days too many notice, but the tribunal can still reject it just because of those 4 days. I know, it's a fucking joke.
For now, Skye and her family are stuck in the uncertain world of this flat.
This is Kian. Oh, he smiled there.
You know, new mum's house. But it's like, I don't want him to grow up. Just stay small. Forever and ever and ever. Oh, I think he looks like me, but everybody says he looks like Jamie.
In Dufftown, it's been 2 weeks since Alana gave birth, but the council do not have any suitable properties and she may end up in temporary accommodation.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to think about it and just focus more on my mental health just now, because I really don't want to have another breakdown whilst I've got a newborn. Right, into the chaos.
When you go into temporary accommodation, you have to put all your items into storage because the property comes fully furnished.
Just getting rid of this stuff now reduces the amount of stuff that I'm going to have to do when it comes to packing. Just try to do it slowly over time and not overdo it, because obviously if I overdo it, I'm going to be tired and I'm going to be sore. And it's, yeah, not going to be easy for me just to do everything in a wonder, so I would rather just do it gradually. Just pace myself. It could be any day, it could be any week, any month.
The rent cap in Scotland ended 2 months ago. It's a new and uncertain world for renters and landlords alike. One that is putting tenants under pressure of unaffordable rent rises, and with the end of the moratorium on evictions, at risk of losing their place to live. But for some tenants like CJ, it's been a quick lesson in how to protect their rights.
So we finally got a response from the adjudicator. In the end, we got a £77.33 increase, which is a lot better than the £575 we got initially. So it's taken 6 months, but we have finally got it lower, and I am very happy about that. This is finally finished, because the time for the landlord to appeal it has passed. They have not appealed. It is set. It is finished.
Also in Elfin Square, it's moving day for Connor.
I don't know so much stuff. You know, it's only really when you're kind of putting it all away, you realise, shit, there's a lot of it. Be my dad. Hey, Dad. My dad and my uncle have very generously offered to help me move because I don't drive. Oh.
Morning, lad.
Hello, good morning.
Hiya. We've done this a couple of times now, have we not?
Yeah,
it's
it's
been the fourth time I've moved you.
Oh, he comes in handy.
Getting on the property ladder is a huge thing, eh? Took me until my 40s to get on it, so I'm dead pleased he's on there now.
I've spent literally like the better part of a decade working towards this. I've managed to avoid any insane rent increases, in large part thanks to unionization, you know? A lot of work to get here, but it's paid off.
We still haven't bloody fixed this. What a shambles, eh? It's almost been from the moment you moved in. What a performance, and you pay through the nose.
Connor's avoided the rent rise, but still needs to leave Edinburgh behind and head across the country.
So I think all my family. are going to miss me, you know? I think they've enjoyed having me that bit closer to home. And I think especially for my dad and I, we've gotten to know each other a lot better and got a lot closer in the time I've been staying in Edinburgh, which has been really nice.
The Millennium Falcon, what a treat. Still not built. Right, so I think that's us, is it?
Yeah. Here we go.
Right, the new house.
Welcome.
Right, fabulous. Let's start getting some stuff in here and making it look like a house.
It's kind of surreal, you know, like I don't really sunk in yet. Like, yeah, this is my flat. But for me, up until now, my flat has just been a place that I live. You know, now it's not only a place that I live, but it's a place that is actually mine. There we go. Making a house a home.
In Forres, the council has now accepted Skye's eviction notice from her landlady.
And spiders. You bloody name it. It's like a fucking zoo in here, man. Oh, I hate this flat. It's fucking horrible.
And there's also some other good news.
We've been offered a house. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm so excited. I literally just got an email from the council saying that they are happy to offer me a 2-bedroom flat in Forres, like where I live. I can't believe it. I've not seen it yet. I have no idea what it looks like, so we need to do a viewing and stuff, but I have high hopes. It's like right behind the high street, so we're like literally right in the centre, and I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
Skye has arranged to view the property with Ashley from the council's housing department.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to like saying goodbye to that property and just saying good riddance and just never ever having to see her or deal with her ever again.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Excited to see your new
Yeah,
home today.
we're very excited.
Okay, we'll take a look at it.
That's perfect, thank you.
Okay, so we'll just have a look around the property
Yeah,
and I'll
that's
let you
fine.
know everything that's getting done. Okay, so this is the living room. It's a good size, isn't it?
God, this is massive.
Yeah.
God, I'm getting overwhelmed. Oh, wow. Luke's going to be so chuffed when he sees this.
So it is all newly fitted shower you'll get. The toilet's newly fitted as well, so
Perfect.
everything will be fully operational. If you did have any issues, we've got a 24-hour repair line as well. So say if your toilet did break down, we would have a 4-hour response time to come out and get it sorted for you.
That's amazing.
This 2-bedroom flat is being fully refurbished and the rent will be £86 a week, saving Skye nearly £250 a month.
Okay, so this is the kitchen.
Crap!
It's a good size,
Oh
isn't
my
it?
God! This is actually blown my mind. I can't wait to show this off to my pals. Like a mouse. Oh my God, I'm so chuffed.
And as well as a working toilet, the flat offers something even more valuable.
We're aware that it is your home. It's
Yeah.
a secure tenancy.
That's nice.
So, you know, we
That
want you
sounds
to
nice.
make it, we want
Yeah.
you to make it your own, and you know that we can't just, you know, give you notice
Yeah.
to leave. So this will be your home for however long you want to stay.
Hopefully forever. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, so excited.
She can't wait to share the good news with Luke.
Hi, the flat's massive. Like, I'm so happy right now. I can actually pee myself. Like, it's so good, babe. Honestly, your little mind is going to be blown, babe. Genuinely. It feels like we've won because I mean, look at the house we're moving into. Like, all the good feelings. I have all the good feelings. It's nice. Yay! This is Lucas's toy, but I don't have hammers, so this is gonna have to do. So this is going to be Lucas's bedroom. Put his toys in here, and I know he'll be completely safe. Like, it just feels like, oh, I can breathe in here. I was too scared to breathe in the old house. So this is our bathroom. It's basically done in here. So we wanted to go with green because it's like a proper, like, bougie spa feel is what we wanted. We can actually live like human people. Actually, the other day, our toilet handle came off, and I phoned them, and within 2 hours they had someone out to fix it. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was so shocked. It sounds so ridiculous, but before in the old flat, I wouldn't enjoy these moments. After all the crap that happened there, it stopped feeling like home. So I would just forever be on edge. But now, like, I can literally just, like, while he's napping, I can sit here, look out my window, not even have my TV on, and just chill. Like, I feel so at peace, and it's so quiet.
So we finally have had a house offer that ticks all the boxes. It's ground floor, 2 bedrooms. I'm honestly so happy. Like, when the council phoned me, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, we've got a house. We don't have to go into temporary housing anymore. My landlady's gonna get her house back. I'm just so happy, like, for her, for us.
It's taken 3 months for Alana and her family to find a new house. At £440 a month, it's within her budget, and she's already hard at work making this house into a home.
This is my dream bed that I got for free on Marketplace. I just love the bed because it's quite gothic and it's just beautiful. It just reminds me of like those old, like maybe like Victorian houses, you know, with the big extravagant beds, and it's very me. I just love it. I got the house first, then I got my dream bed, and then I found a baby walker for Kian for free as well. I got my sofa, like discounted, so it was second hand. So yeah, my luck is definitely changing.
Alana and her family have had a happy ending, but it's been a stressful and expensive 4 months for everyone involved.
It feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. There was nights I spent crying, not being able to sleep, or mental breakdowns because I felt like I was just hitting a brick wall at every avenue I went. Still doesn't feel real yet. No. I feel like I'm in an Airbnb.
Someone like me who's had to deal with everything I've dealt with for the past 6 months, like, it's nice to have that security of like never living in fear again of what if, basically.
This isn't something we want to do, but the last thing that we want to do is go through the process of evicting tenants, especially when there's children involved.
The system needs to change so that people aren't being homeless or about to be homeless in order to get help. They need to be preventing homelessness, preventing people not knowing what's going to happen.
So yeah, tell anyone who gets the rent rise to challenge it. Find out your rights, figure out what you can do, and challenge it.
We contacted MCR Homes, who manage CJ and Connor's block of flats, about this. They said, MCR Homes treats all tenant complaints with the utmost seriousness and respect. Over the last 3 years, the landlord's operating costs have increased by 159%. Initial notices were provided by MCR in January 2024, in accordance with Scottish Government guidance at the time. However, the guidance was then amended to prevent notices being issued until April 2024. MCR then took the progressive step to retract all of its January 2024 notices, and has since worked positively with each tenant on a one-to-one basis. Unexpected issues and necessary repairs do occur. We took swift and decisive action to offer support and alternative accommodation.